If you've been told you have shoulder arthritis and that your cartilage is worn down, I have some shocking news for you. The problem isn't your cartilage. In fact, focusing on cartilage damage is exactly why your shoulder arthritis keeps getting worse. I'm talking about the biggest lie in shoulder arthritis treatment, that cartilage damage equals pain and dysfunction. The myth is keeping millions of people stuck in pain when they could be living pain-free lives. I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, physical therapist and online shoulder rehab specialist with Comeback Performance. Today, I'm going to expose the shocking truth about shoulder arthritis that the medical system doesn't want you to know. We're going to discuss what arthritis really is, the true causes, the 5 areas that impact shoulder function, and 5 exercises to start improving mobility today and significantly reducing your shoulder pain. Let me start with the shocking truth that will change everything you think about shoulder arthritis. Your cartilage damage is not the problem. In fact, cartilage damage is completely normal. And here's what nobody tells you. Arthritis is a normal part of aging. It's normal wear and tear that shows you lived an active lifestyle. Studies show that people over 60 with 0 shoulder pain often have significant cartilage damage on their x-rays. But here's the shocking part. They have 0 pain. No stiffness, no limitation. How is that possible if cartilage damage causes pain? The answer is simple, because cartilage damage doesn't cause pain. Think about it. An x-ray showing arthritis and bone on bone is a static image. It shows you what your joint looks like in one position, but it does nothing to look at movement, and movement is where the real problem lies. Cartilage damage is a symptom, not the root cause. It's like blaming cracks in your walls for your house problems when the real issue is a shifting foundation. Yes, the walls are cracked, but fixing the cracks won't solve anything if the foundation keeps moving. So what is shoulder arthritis really? Let me explain what actually happens. Shoulder arthritis happens when the smooth cartilage in your joint wears down. This leaves bone rubbing on bone, which creates pain, stiffness, and grinding. The body tries to protect itself by forming bone spurs, but that only makes motion harder. Over time, the joint gets inflamed, the muscles weaken, and things like lifting, reaching, or even sleeping on your shoulder become painful. But here's what they don't tell you. Arthritis develops over time with the ways that we move and do activity. It comes down to 2 things: lack of movement because of having pain, or moving the same way over and over and beating down those spots. In other words, arthritis isn't something that just happens to you. It's the result of movement patterns, either too little movement or too much of the same movement. This is why focusing on cartilage completely misses the point. Think about it like this. Imagine a roundabout in your town. If everyone takes the same exit, that part of the road gets worn down faster. But if you close off some exits or make people take detours, guess what happens? Even more traffic gets forced to the remaining exits, creating even more wear and tear. Your shoulder is exactly like that roundabout. When other areas of your body aren't moving properly, like your neck, your upper back, your shoulder blade, your shoulder joint becomes the main exit that has to handle all the traffic. That is where my Big 5 system comes in. Your shoulder depends on 5 key areas to function properly. When any of these areas are not working well, your shoulder has to make up the motion. This leads to repetitive stress, wear and tear, and eventually arthritis. What does healthcare do? It jumps to the spot that hurts, aka your shoulder, without looking at the why your shoulder is being overworked in the first place. It's like treating that worn roundabout exit without fixing the traffic flow problem that caused it. Let me show you 5 key areas that affect shoulder function and how dysfunction in these areas leads to shoulder arthritis. There are 5 areas that we have to specifically target to not only get rid of the shoulder pain now, but prevent it from coming back in the future. The 2 areas are going to be the neck and also the thoracic spine. If you cannot comfortably extend and rotate in these segments here, the next place that you have to find the motion is going to be the shoulder. Third area to address is going to be the shoulder blade itself, not the down and back cue that's always given in traditional physical therapy, but teaching the shoulder blade to move up and around right here to that 60 degrees. If that's not achieved, we get pinching and irritation in this area. That impingement can be on bursa, which are fluid-filled sacs, or also the rotator cuff as it comes in to attach at that spot. 4th area that has to be addressed is going to be the shoulder itself. Shoulder is a ball and socket joint, meaning it needs to drop, roll, glide, and rotate a full 180 degrees. A problem in traditional medicine is we're given a bunch of strengthening exercises to a shoulder that can't get in half the positions. And then the 5th crucial area to address is going to be any nerve tension or referral that's coming from higher up that's translating into the shoulder. People with this presentation will do all the stretches in the book. go to bed, and when they wake up, all that tightness returns. It's because the area above the shoulder is not being addressed. Now, when you address all 5 of these areas, your shoulder pain can return to its intended function. The repetitive stress stops, the inflammation reduces, and the arthritis symptoms improve because you've eliminated the root cause of the overuse. Now I'm going to show you 5 specific exercises that address shoulder arthritis by targeting the root causes in the Big 5 system. These exercises don't just treat the symptoms, they're addressing why your shoulder becomes arthritic in the first place. First up is chin tucks and extension. This targets Big 5 area 1 and 5, your cervical spine positioning and nervous system. When your head is positioned forward, it creates a cascade that affects every shoulder movement. Start by pulling your chin back like you're making a double chin. Then gently lift the back of your head towards the ceiling. Hold for 2 seconds. This resets your cervical spine positioning and creates the foundation that your shoulder depends on for optimal function. When your neck is moving more, your shoulder doesn't have to overwork during daily activities to make up that motion. Complete 2 sets of 10. I know you're struggling with shoulder pain and you obviously want to fix it, so text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 and I'll send you my free shoulder pain fix demo. Now back to the show. Next up is a wall open book. This targets Big 5 area number 2, thoracic spine mobility. If your upper back can't extend and rotate, your shoulder has to work harder during every movement. Get into a half kneel position against the wall. Keeping your hip connected, rotate your hand away from the wall, following your eyes with your hands. Go as far as you can and then return to the start, taking note of differences side to side. Focus on rotating through your upper back rather than just moving your arm. This mobilizes your thoracic spine in the exact pattern your shoulder needs for pain-free function. Complete 2 sets of 8 on each side. Exercise number 3 is one of my favorites. It's a bench opener. This targets Big 5 area 2 and 4, thoracic and shoulder mobility. This exercise addresses both areas simultaneously. This move is fantastic for opening up your thoracic spine and loosening up tight shoulders. Start by kneeling in front of a bench or a chair and grab a PVC pipe or broomstick or something similar with palms facing up. With your elbows on the bench, drop your hips back while pressing your chest forward towards the ground. You should feel a stretch through your upper back and lats. Stop just before you feel pain and hold the position for 2 to 3 seconds before returning to the start. Complete 2 sets of 8 of this exercise. Exercise 4 is a wall slide. This targets Big 5 area 2, 3, and 4, the thoracic spine, shoulder blade mechanics, and shoulder mobility. This exercise specifically trains the movement pattern your shoulder needs for overhead function. Head over to the wall and place one foot in front of the other and place your hands on the wall with your elbows off. From there, you're going to slide your arms up the wall, leaning your chest forward at the top. Move in and out of this position on the wall, making sure to not force the motion. As you do more of these, you will feel your shoulders getting higher and higher up the wall. You should feel your shoulder blades moving up and around during. This trains proper thoracic extension and shoulder blade upper rotation, 2 critical components that take stress off your shoulder joint during overhead movements. Complete 15 reps. And exercise number 5, reverse planks. This is the ultimate integration exercise that trains all Big 5 areas to work together while specifically strengthening the posterior chain that supports your shoulder. Sit with your legs straight and hands behind you on the floor. Lift your hips up, creating a straight line from your heels to your head. Hold this position while maintaining neutral posture. This integrates proper neck positioning, thoracic extension, shoulder blade stability, and shoulder joint positioning all at once. It's training your entire system to work together to support your shoulder. Complete 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. You can also do this on a counter or bench to make it easier, as well as bending your knees to offload the shoulders. These 5 exercises address the root causes of shoulder arthritis in the Big 5 system. Here's why this approach works when everything else fails. Instead of just focusing on cartilage damage that you can't change, we systematically address the movement patterns that you can change. Remember that roundabout analogy earlier? When you fix the traffic flow problem, the Big 5 areas that affect shoulder joint function, you eliminate the repetitive stresses on the shoulder joint. The arthritic symptoms improve because the root cause has been addressed and you're offloading that same area. The truth is, if you've been told that shoulder arthritis is due to cartilage damage and there's nothing you can do about it, you've been lied to. Cartilage damage is a symptom, not the cause. The 5 exercises you just learned give you a starting point for addressing the real causes of shoulder arthritis, but true arthritis resolution requires a comprehensive approach that addresses your specific movement limitations in the Big 5 system. If you're tired of being told there's nothing you can do about your shoulder arthritis because it's just wear and tear and bone on on bone and you're ready for a complete solution that addresses the real causes, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.